couple years ago, my book was dying on submission. No publisher wanted it. I was laying in my bed after some minor surgery, and I was feeling very sorry for myself. I had one other book, Sky's End, that my agent loved, but she wanted me to do revisions for. She told me if I did revisions for the book, that she would attempt to send it out to publishers and hopefully find it a home. But she also warned me and said that my book was going to be a really tough sell. It was going to be hard in the market. So while I could hardly move, I asked my wife to grab my laptop. I opened it up and I took a leap of faith and I started working on Sky's End. Months later, my agent loved the revisions I did and we sent it off to publishers. And Sky's End sold to Peachtree Teen. But there was a worry in my mind because I was only contracted for one book. And with the way Sky's End concludes, I definitely felt a very strong pull to want to continue writing more books in the series. And there's a risk if you write a sequel because your publisher is already publishing the first in the series. And if they don't like the sequel that you wrote, then you just wasted a whole year on a new book project. It's very uncommon for another publisher to pick up a series mid-series and then start publishing it themselves. So essentially, one shot, one chance. Well, I took another leap of faith and I started writing Among Serpents. This was the sequel I had dreamed of for years and I wanted to write for so long. And I put every ounce of my energy into it, everything I had into it. Sky's End is a very action-packed book, but let me tell you, you will not be prepared for Among Serpents. I put my foot to the gas pedal and I revved that engine and just sped off into the distance. It's pretty crazy. I sent Among Serpents to my publisher with an outline for the third book and waited to see what would happen. I had taken that leap of faith and my publisher loved Among Serpents and they loved it so much that they bought the third book just based off an outline. And so now I have a whole trilogy of books coming out. The Above the Black series, Sky's End, Among Serpents, and Downfall. My journey has never been easy. I've received lots of rejections, but none of this would have been possible if I never took a chance. None of this would have been possible if I just didn't take those leaps of faith.